report on national hate groups shows some of them right here in Cakeland. Thank you for joining us. That report lists 3 hate groups based in Kansas with 2 in Wichita. Cake's Ben Jordan tells us more about these groups, and he has a reaction to this report. It's our big story at 6. Ben?
Chris, this report comes from the Southern Poverty Law Center. It lists more than 780 hate groups across the nation in 2014. The organization says the 2 in Wichita are both white supremacist groups.
These group websites, covered with white supremacist beliefs and history, reportedly have chapter members based out of Wichita, bringing a mixed reaction from those who live in the metro.
It is very surprising. I realize this is a good-sized town and there's going to be different groups in here that you're not going to know about, but I've never heard of any hate groups as such.
The first Wichita-based group listed is Midland Hammerskins. Their website shows it's the newest regional chapter of the international white supremacist Hammerskin group. The other is Crew 38, a group that supports the Hammerskins. Sunflower Community Action organizer DeJuan Wash says he's heard of these groups but hasn't noticed their presence.
I'm not real sure how much power these groups actually have. Unless you start to look at some of their leadership.
Wash tells me these hate groups aren't necessarily their focus. They seek justice against institutional racism, such as police brutality and court sentencing.
There have been situations where police officers that have been involved in these types of groups, if you look at those types of things, it can be quite scary just depending on where these types of people are employed.
Many residents say although they've never seen these hate groups in action, it's sad to hear they're in Wichita.
Just got to try to push on and deal with it, Don't have hate in your heart.
Now, I reached out to both of these groups with ties to Wichita, and neither got back to me. The third hate group listed is Westboro Baptist Church in Topeka, earning a spot on the list for its anti-LGBT stance. Some good news, however, the report shows only 5 other states with fewer hate groups than Kansas.